Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Before our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, glad that you all could be with us. Also, tuning in through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, I've definitely seen it here in my home state of Mississippi, and I'm sure you guys have seen it across the country. The American workforce is really at a crossroad right now, and that actually is bared out by the University of Phoenix 2022 Career Optimism Index study. It showed that 68% of employees were more likely to stay with their employer if they had more opportunities for upskilling, while 92% of employers believe their employees already have the tools to achieve their career goals. So as you can see, there is an imbalance there. But what can we do to be able to bring the two sides together and to be able to make the workforce stronger? I'm excited to welcome Jeanne Meister to our program today. Jeanne is the Executive Vice President of Executive Networks. We're going to talk to her about the Chief Human Resources Officer, or CHRO, of the Future research study, what it shows, and also how we can all be able to see how the workforce can be stronger. Jeanne, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. So let me tell you a little bit about this study. In June, in partnership with the University of Phoenix, Executive Networks conducted an online survey. We had 112 Chief Human Resource Officers, or as they're known, CHROs, from Global 1,000 companies, some of the largest companies in the world. And these Chief Human Resource Officers are the top HR person in the company. So our study confirmed that the overwhelming majority of these HR leaders, actually 83%, reported they're dealing with a significant talent retention problem. We see this. We live it every day. We're also reporting that upskilling all employees, including the HR team itself, is now a business imperative. Employees need to develop greater digital and technology skills, and HR more business skills. So as you mentioned earlier, the University of Phoenix Career Optimism Index earlier found that workers think employers aren't doing enough to upskill them. This is actually a serious disconnect because employers are increasing their spending on training and development to the tune of $92 billion last year.
Well, and Jeanne, are you finding, because when I was prepping for this segment, the thing I thought about, because that it is such a wide difference, right? And as I said, here in my home state of Mississippi, we're seeing that as well, and I know people are around the country. How much of this is how, especially over the past couple of years, the pandemic has made employees realize their value and recognize the opportunity to be able to learn more and do more?
I think the pandemic has really accelerated a lot of some of these trends that we were seeing 5-10 years ago. I think employees, the balance of power has shifted to the employee since the pandemic, and employees are feeling a lack of visibility into their career options. That was one of the factors contributing to the talent retention problem. And so we think that really employers can do really a much better job addressing this problem. So one of the issues is how do you work more closely together with institutions of higher education? Because as we said at the top of your show, 68% of employees were more likely to stay with their employer if they had visibility into what were the training and development options available to them. So in the survey, we looked at the need to develop a tighter relationship between companies and institutions of higher education to ensure a workforce of the future that can serve both the employee and the employer's needs. University of Phoenix, for example, works with more than 1,500 employers. So what are some of the things employers can do to stem the talent retention problem and address the training and development programs they already had? So we asked in our survey, what are the criteria you are looking for in a university for a potential partner? So first, importantly, competitive price. That's not surprising. Everyone wants value, but HR leaders want specific and business impact. And one of their suggestions was this. They want universities to evaluate corporate training programs for possible college credit. We know how expensive it is, right, to go to college. And we also know, overall, companies spending $92 billion in training and development. Some of these training and development courses are eligible for college credit. And there is a process that universities can go through to evaluate this. The next thing they suggested was digital badges as evidence of skills. So if you finished a program, not just getting the credits, but a digital badge that you could share on LinkedIn as evidence that you have acquired these skills. And then, of course, recertification credits for industry credentials.
Such great tips, and it really shows something that I think a lot of people don't think about, Jeanne, and that is the connection between businesses or employers and higher education leaders, and how the two of them can be able to work together to give employees exactly what they want. Such a great finding there. Again, everyone, Jeanne Meister has been our guest. We're talking to her about the future of work and how employers and employees can come together and both be able to get what they want and move forward. Jeanne is the Executive Vice President of Executive Networks. Jeanne, where can our audience go for more information about the study and the findings?
Yeah, well, first of all, we can go to if you're an employee, I think you want to look at the resources first you have available in your company, right? Start a conversation with your manager, talk directly. You can go to for more information about the study and a lot of resources, you can go to phoenix.edu/career-institute. You can also understand if your company has an online coaching or a mentoring program that's available to you to grow and develop your skills.
Love that. Jeanne, thank you so much for the information. Really appreciate it. And looking forward to having you back on the program again.
So am I. Thanks so much.
You're more than welcome. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.